Thanks for requesting the interruptions template. And I want to go over with you the best way to use this template. As I described in the video or in the presentation, you may have seen me discussing this. We get interrupted so many times during the day, and we have no idea this is happening. We're so deep into our life and the work that we're doing and relationships and friends and whatnot that we have no idea how many times we're interrupted in a day. One time I decided, you know what, I'm going to keep track of the number of people that stop by my desk on a given day. And on that particular 8-hour day, I had 52 interruptions. That was just with people stopping by my desk. And that did not include the phone calls. That did not include emails. That was before smartphones. And now all of those things are interruptions too. So on your smartphone, one of the things I tell people to do when I'm working with them is to turn off all the notifications on their smartphones except for text messaging. The phone app, if you actually use that, I know a lot of people can go days, if not weeks, without actually making a phone call on these things. But so text messaging, your phone calls, and if there's a specific app that you use for work messaging that you need to be notified on, then by all means, you want to keep the notifications on for that. But every other application, turn off. That includes Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever app you use a lot, turn the notifications off, because our brains, when we see a red dot on our screen, we think, I have to do something. And it takes you completely off course of what you were doing at that particular moment in time. So if you want, track the number of times you get notified on your phone with things, and you're going to realize that you're going to be getting into the hundreds, if not more, in a given day with the number of apps that we have and everything else. And the reason why I want you to track these interruptions is because it highlights how often we get interrupted and how impossible it is for us to do the deep work we need to do to get things done more efficiently. If you are actually able to have uninterrupted time to do the tasks at hand that you need to do, whether it's for work or home or whatnot, you will complete them faster and more efficiently than you did before, because you're not getting interrupted. And this is a conversation you need to have with your employers and your coworkers to figure out ways to allow people to do the work that they need to do and get it done. Because if you do that, what you're going to find is you're going to be more productive, more efficient, and less tired. Because every time we get interrupted, it takes our brains a few minutes to get back on to the track that we were on before. Imagine if you're a train, all of a sudden you get pushed off the track. It's going to take a bit to get the train back on the track. Well, it's the same thing with our brains. It takes a long time for you to get back to what you were doing. So by tracking your interruptions and seeing when they happen, can give you some insights as to, okay, I seem to get a lot of interruptions in the afternoon through colleagues and teammates or loved ones or whatever. Then if you can shift your work to an earlier part of the day so your afternoon's a little bit more flexible as far as dealing with those interruptions, you may find that you'll actually get more done, and you'll take back control of how you spend your time. Because an interruption is a request for your time. Doesn't matter if it's an app or someone calling you or texting you or someone stopping by your desk. It's an interruption, and they're asking for your time. And time is a very precious commodity. So you need to control when you're interrupted and when you look at your phone and when you do other things. Because if you can structure your days to be able to do these things more efficiently for you, that makes sense for you, then you will find that your stress levels will actually decrease because you've got control of how you spend your time. Because if you control how you spend your time, you're operating through a state of flow. And when you can do that, believe me, you're going to have a much better experience in your work and your life. Hope this helps.